This is the ROG Falchion RX low profile keyboard. It's one of the best keyboards in the game, allegedly, and it features a slick design, mechanical keys, lubricated, of course, AuraSync Asus's, and of course, its famous linear and swift low profile mechanical switches. So we will take a look at what this keyboard is actually like, whether or not it's actually worth its price, and just the entire experience of getting it and using it. So it comes in this box. It's very nice. It lists its specs and its parts on the back. You can see that there's features listed and all the descriptions that you need to know is on the back. So let's just begin unboxing this thing. Opening this side. That is what the box looks like inside the big box, and there's nothing else in the box. So now we have to open this thing. From the front, lift it, and you see it first. How does it look? Oh, it's in a pocket protection, and there's foam at the top. This is a very well protected keyboard. We'll get to it in a bit, but first let's cover all the other stuff, the boring stuff. Get some stickers. I already have a lot of these, but stickers. We have the contents and the safety and usage instructions in these two, as well as the warranty. And if we take this out, you can see a cable, 2 ends, standard for making it plugged in. And yeah, okay. There's nothing else in the box except for this, I'm afraid, sorry. Not sure what this is. Oh wait, there's a satisfying peel though. This is an omni receiver. Don't ask me what it does. I'm not an expert at this. This is what your average person who played video games thinks of this. Also, it comes in quite nice packaging. It has this mechanism. You could probably use this to store more cables, so that's a little bonus there. It's a long enough cable for people to use. Yeah. Okay, well now that all the formalities are done, over with, we'll see the keyboard, and let's open it up. Pull it out of the bag. By that is what I mean. That is what it looks like when you first pull it out. It comes with a cover here, protecting the keys. It also has a very satisfying peel up here. I'll save it for later, but it has this little pad. This little cap is specifically designed to be a keyboard cover, and a keyboard cover only, so you can't use it by putting it inside and using. You can. You definitely can use it like that. It sounds like I made it sarcastic, but you can cover it, and then if you want a little bit more elevation, you place it inside. But now let's get to the bulk. What is this keyboard? This keyboard, it's a white version, but there is also a matte black. Let's first get this peel out of the way. That was great. I enjoyed that thoroughly. But let's get a little bit of keyboard typing test. So each of the keys has a mechanical switch, which means they're quite responsive and they make a nice noise. Now, they are quite large keys, definitely bigger than your average laptop keyboard, for example, but it's not super large and bulky that you can't bring it anywhere. So this is definitely lightweight and small enough to carry around, travel, but yeah, it definitely still brings the mechanical keyboard experience. And we'll see that when I just do some random letters. Now each of the keys have this noise, and that is because of the mechanical switch. If you look at the side of the keyboard, you can see it underneath each of the keys. Now this makes it so the entire key is pressed down when it's pressed down, and it's very satisfying. That's the best way to describe it. Those keyboards of laptops, they're not the best keyboards. They are, built in, and they are very small. They're very thin. So once you click it down, it comes up quickly. But since it doesn't have a switch, there's a much higher chance of it getting broken, of it, jamming. And I've experienced this recently with my Alt keys being jammed, and that's really annoying. So this should help with the longevity of the keyboard. And yeah, this is a quite nice pad. It does have a material at the bottom protecting it, and there is the ROG logo hidden in there. This is what the keyboard looks like from the back and the side. Now this front side only has the word ROG. That's the only thing, but this front side is the main one. You have the power button, and you have this, which is a USB stick. It does have a magnetic mechanism, like that. This is simply just a USB-C port for, plugging in a USB-C thing. There is also this, which changes it from wired, Bluetooth, and another one. I don't know what that one is, to be honest, but you can make it wired, you can make it non-wired, so that's pretty cool. And once you change it from this mode, which is wired, which means, it doesn't have any power, if you switch it to Bluetooth, let's say, it does get an RGB effect. Wait, here it is. This one, not unwired, you do get an RGB effect on the keys. It is a little bit satisfying. It looks quite good on the keys. Each of the keys having their own light. Let's test it out on a keyboard. Now, lastly, I nearly forgot somehow. On the back here, there are these swatches, and these little lever things, they're used to elevate the keyboard slightly. There's one on each side for balance, so if you get both, the bigger one, there is an elevation for your keyboard for a more comfortable experience typing. And this is what it looks like if you only lift up one. Just a slight elevation. And I do quite like how it feels when it's slightly elevated, or you could obviously keep it as fully flat, which is not that good. So let's test it on a computer. So here I am using an Asus ZenBook Pro Duo. Yes, the bottom screen is broken, but here we have the keyboard. If you compare the two keyboards, you can definitely hear the sound quality difference. You can also see how flat these are and how it's more seamless. That's the best way to describe it. This one you have to put a little bit of pressure and then it pops down and straight back up. But this one, it flows down. It just flows down, and it's very easy to click. So let's take a look to pair the keyboard. I may or may not just put it over when I'm done, but let's try do this. Bluetooth devices, and here there is wired gaming mouse, and we need to add a device, Bluetooth, and we need to make it discoverable by switching it to Bluetooth, obviously. So now that's done, you can see the ROG Falchion pops up on the screen. You can just connect it. I know you can't see it, but that's what's happening on my screen. And now it is connected. It's at 50%, but yeah. Now just setting it above, that doesn't work. You can't set it on. So let's throw this away. Let's put this up here. So we can try do that. Just gonna boot up Rocket League and we're gonna see how it performs as a gaming keyboard. It is situated in a bit of an odd situation, but I imagine if you have a monitor, this would work a lot better. So traveling from W to S is a lot more difficult than it is traveling from W to S on a laptop keyboard. So if you do this, you can just slide across all 4 different keys. But this, you get stuck because of how elevated the keys are. So that is quite not good, I guess. So excuse my past self for being such an idiot. The reason it's so difficult to travel from these two, it's elevated obviously, and once you push down, it decreases the elevation, so you have to move over and it's more difficult. How do you fix this? You make this elevation naturally higher than this one. How do you do that? What do you think? They put in these levers at the back for that exact reason. So now it's just as easy. So if you're playing a game and you have to boost up, it's a lot easier to travel from this to this than it is if it's completely horizontal flat. So, well, now after a day of attempting to use it, I will give a conclusive decision. I guess if you're actually like into gaming and like really need a better keyboard, then it would probably be like a really good choice for leading into a mechanical keyboard, like you're not quite sure, because this is a cheaper solution to a mechanical keyboard. It's more portable. So if you actually want a good keyboard, then buy this, because I think it is really good for $169, and it does have the mechanical keyboards and switches, but it isn't a full-blown, full-size mechanical keyboard, so you can bring it around. It is portable, so I feel like if you were to get a keyboard, it would be this, but if you're satisfied with your laptop keyboard, then continue on using that.